A new external display from Apple is reportedly coming out soon, probably as early as first quarter of this year. And it's expected to be an improvement over the Studio Display and the Pro Display XDR. However, it's not yet known what price points or market position it will occupy. But as far as price goes, it's expected to be somewhere between a $1,600 Studio Display and a $5,000 Pro Display XDR, which personally I'm somewhat unhappy about. If I'm being honest, it would be really great if Apple could make it the same price as the current Studio Display, which is already pretty expensive if you would ask me. Now, as far as design goes, I expect Apple to use the same design as the current Studio Display because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Anyways, it's predicted that it will include a few new features, but it's crucial to remember that these are just speculations. Apple has not released an official statement regarding the new display. Alright, let's talk about the panel size. The monitor is expected to be the same size as the current Studio Display, which is 27 inches. Now, this display size provides a great balance between screen real estate and monitor size for most people. It's not too big to take up too much space on a desk, but it's big enough to allow for a multi-window experience. Overall, a wide spectrum of customers, from the casual computer user to professional designers, are likely to find the 27-inch display size appealing. It achieves a nice compromise between overall usability and display size, making it a potentially well-liked option for most buyers. Alright, next in line is Mini LED technology. The rumored display will be the first of Apple's monitors to have a Mini LED panel, according to Ross Young, a display supply chain consultant analyst. Phew, that was quite a mouthful, ain't it? Anyways, compared to the existing Studio Display, this technology offers noticeably improved contrast and deeper blacks. Just so you know, the 12.9-inch iPad from 2021 and the latest 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pro all have Mini LED technology. So, if you're a creative worker who works with HDR content and demand great contrast, this is great news for you. Also, the new display is set to include ProMotion, a feature which is already present on the iPad Pro and the MacBook Pro. This will basically allow for a variable refresh rate of up to 120Hz, and this will in turn give a more consistent experience when using the display with a 14 or 16-inch MacBook Pro. Another improvement we're expected to see with the new display is the inclusion of multiple Thunderbolt ports, unlike the Studio Display which only has one. Apple has a way of making an almost perfect product and then just handicapping it with the exclusion of a feature or two that seems very obvious, because how else would you explain putting a single Thunderbolt port on the Studio Display? Anyways, multiple Thunderbolt ports could allow users to daisy chain numerous displays together. So, for professionals who may want to use multiple displays for a job, this will be quite appealing. However, we still don't know how many Thunderbolt ports it will come with, but it's expected to include at least 2 in order to enable daisy chaining. Alright, let's talk about the inclusion of Apple Silicon on the monitor. The Studio Display was the first monitor from Apple to feature a CPU, and even though it's an iPhone processor, it still does not change the fact that it's the first time we've ever seen a CPU in a standalone monitor. That being said, I expect this new display to also come with something like the A13 Bionic chip. These processors will enable the display to get software updates, which was unheard of until the Studio Display. I mean, the most you'll ever see with monitors is firmware updates, but not software updates in this way. Now, although the A13 Bionic chip appears to be the most likely choice because it's already present in the Studio Display, the exact chip that the new display will ship with is yet to be known. Overall, customers will have a more fluid and integrated experience thanks to the usage of Apple Silicon chips in these panels. Alright, so when is this new display expected to launch? Well, according to Ross Young, the new monitor is expected to launch in the first quarter of this year, somewhere between January and March basically. Around that same timeline, Apple is also anticipated to release new Mac Pro models in addition to the new monitor. If the new Mac Pro models include complementary technologies like Mini LED screens with ProMotion compatibility, it's possible that Apple will unveil both the new monitor and the new Mac Pro model simultaneously. Alright, that about covers everything I know so far about the rumored upcoming external display. Let me know what you think about these speculations, and if you liked watching this video, feel free to browse the channel for other similar videos. And lastly, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching and stay safe.